Maybe we send the card first with what's his face?
Oh, here we
Albie.
go.
No, I don't trust him. He's gonna leave us. I'll cross first. I'll be in the cart second.
Why don't Gorgon says he'll walk his horse across.
Yeah, at least you can chase him down if he tries to get away.
Gorgon takes his horse, which he's calling Dongo, by the stirrup. It's horse and hobgoblin.
Should have went with Django.
Dongo.
And Gorgon
Dongos.
walks the horse across. Do I have to
So
roll
Gorgon,
anything?
you walk across the precarious bridge. It creaks as you step on different boards. It definitely is in quite disrepair, but you get across without anything happening.
Sir Gamry, can I make a perception check on the bridge and like the surrounding environment to see if anyone's left any notes? Maybe an alternate passage?
You can do a perception.
I had a ship roll anyways, but
All right.
might be someone
From
different.
here, Gamry, you cannot see any way across other than the bridge.
Yeah.
Hey, Benzel, retroactively, could we all have taken horses? I think everyone wants a horse.
If you did want to return to take horses, you might have to. I guess the others are.
Not
We
like
collapsed
return
the
at this
roadway,
point,
though.
but just
Retcon.
before we
Yes,
left.
right. Yeah, I guess that's acceptable.
Yay!
What? You guys suck.
We did kind of like collapse the roadway behind us.
Drew's just
Shut up,
pissed.
Russell.
Fuck that.
There was that as well. You could have perhaps stopped before you got there, and then.
I mean, if we were gonna stop, I probably would have just started killing them.
Oh yeah, the unconscious one.
All right, then. Russell
Oh,
killed the
that's-
unconscious
that's
ones.
your
Let's just
call.
retcon everything.
I mean, realistically, you don't want to leave witnesses, right?
Well, like that's
Russell
what you
doesn't.
do on the battlefield. You don't want to take wounded. Just put them down.
That's not
After a
true.
big battle.
What battles are you fighting?
I know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Have you seen
Seems like a very loyal kingdom you hail from.
We should abort them.
Haven't you seen?
Hey.
Haven't you seen any World War II documentaries? That's what they do.
Yeah, where they kill sleeping people. I'm a little
I remember
lost.
that. It was right
Do you
around
remember when
Hitler
Hitler fell asleep and his wife killed him?
Don't you
I
remember
remember
the
that.
Great
In
Escape?
the bunker? Yes, totally.
Give them cigarettes
The
and-
landing of Normandy was just people sleeping at each other.
Yeah,
I
so-
don't know.
Yeah, you guys can return. You guys return to the. Although the sleeping people would have been quite a distance back, so yes, you
It's
you
a retcon.
begin rounding up some of the stray horses as you see Gamry goes off a distance down the road and returns cleaning his sword.
Wow.
Wait, are we saying I killed them?
Yeah,
all?
you killed them all.
Oh, if that's what you wanted.
I
Hey, I'm gonna try to convince you not to do that.
So, Gamry, like, did
Whoa.
you get confused again?
I would have wanted to question.
They were sleeping. What is there to explain?
All right, well,
Let's keep
since
digging.
we're
But-
sort of going back to this, let's just go back to this map and we can kind of RP it out.
Yeah, if we're doing that, I mean,
We're doing
kinda
it.
have to question
It's
the
done.
leader, right?
Gamry, they're finished. You don't have to murder them.
You were the one
It's
who wanted
old.
to show mercy, Gamry.
So
You
Gamry,
shouldn't leave witnesses.
Just
okay, I'll say I stabbed one of the men on the ground, and then you guys tried to talk me out of
What?
it.
Can I stab one? Just one. Come on. Just laying there.
Gamry
sure it was
says,
Orville.
"These men are our enemies. I warned them many times. They're foolish. They say. This is war."
And
He's
you're
still
right.
enraged.
And we put many of them down, and hopefully the others have learned their lesson, but I don't know if it's right if you go back and kill the ones that can't fight back. Don't you have any honor, sir?
I have plenty of honor, but I've almost been killed because I'm a wanted man. And I've seen the way the people in these lands treat magic users. Look at what they've seen. Colorful sparks flying everywhere. Your fanciful sleeping magic. It's madness. They won't stop.
I get the
I
intention.
didn't
that you are
I didn't
hiding.
realize that they gave us night ship to cowards. If you don't like traveling with mages, nobody asked you to be here, Gamry.
I will spare them. I'm not a coward. I will fight them till the end of. But we must question the leader. I grab Orville.
Oh gosh.
So,
No, coward.
Orville is okay. Let's see here.
If they run away,
So after a short time, he comes around, and you sort of grab him by the scruff of the shirt and sort of haul him up. He feebly sort of holds your arm that is grasping him, and he sort of dazedly kind of looks around, not focusing on anything, and he says, "What's happening? I can't see. I can't see."
Wake up! Gamry smacks his face.
He is
You
awake.
slap him around. You slap him around a little bit, and
Listen.
he
All of this death is on you. My comrades have convinced me to spare you and your troop. But you must tell us, why this madness? Why have you sacrificed so many for such a foolish cause?
with a little bit of blood running from the corner of his mouth, he says, "The order demands it."
The order? Gamry's confused.
That's right, the order.
Gamry
She's
kind
a
of realized.
foul creature, and we were determining she was guilty of witchcraft.
I don't
that
have
was-
knowledge local. Please ignore that. I don't have knowledge local.
I want to
I know what the order
come
is. I
into
can't
the
remember how to character.
conversation and say, she is not a witch. You are simply a fool.
Something a magic user would say.
I say, look, I unsheath my sword and I say, if I was a magic user, would I need to carry around this?
And he's like, I
I
can't
don't
see.
know what you're talking about.
Let's see, dude.
I'm blind.
Anna, and Anna looks at Thorindel and says, "Is he gonna be like this forever?"
No, it'll wear off in time.
And Anna's brow furrows. It looks like that's the answer she didn't want.
Yeah. What a terrifying ability, he says. He's looking at the glazed over look in his eye, and he's taking notes in his journal.
Gamry's looking to the party for some kind of intervention, since really he's not that smart. And
Well,
doesn't know what to do with complex
in that
situations.
case, so is my arrow still in his shoulder?
Yep.
Then I shall take back what you borrowed from me, and I just
Roll
Let's-
a 1d2. See if it's still usable.
Okay.
You decide low or high before you roll. If it's
2 is good, 1 is bad, and
One
it's
is bad.
fucked.
So it breaks off in his shoulder.
He sort of yells out in pain.
Well,
Les says, well,
I
what do we do with him now?
think if we take their horses and we take their belongings, he can walk back, see if he can make his way through the marsh. Then he'll see what real magic is.
Thorindel says, "If we act dispassionately towards everyone who comes against us, then they have no reason to befriend us or act kindly towards us. We must change people's perceptions. We should let him go."
Normally, I
Well-
would agree with you, but this person reeks of ignorance.
If you want to change people's perceptions, we'll have to kill all these people.
Or increase their wisdom scores.
I disagree.
Sir Gamry speaks up. I have an idea which I believe is just.
cleave him.
As Anna says, we'll let them go. They must walk back. But we will spare the men remaining. And I have some gold for their families and for the families of the men who have died today. You must
How?
agree, though. Forget Forget your chase. Let this go.
They're just gonna breed more idiots.
Sir Gamry looks at Orville for some sign of understanding. Can I make a check for that, or like
Sense motive.
All right.
I want in
Is
on
he
that.
like? Is he getting it? Or is he just die hard till the end?
I rolled a 22.
He says, "I will pursue you until my dying breath."
I think he's lying.
All right. Sir Gamry's
Mm.
angry.
And Leslie, yeah, he's telling the truth. Sir Gamry, you also believe he's telling the truth.
All right.
Just leave him. He
Well-
won't make it back.
Oh, critical miss. I wanted to like.
Well, you can just. He's basically defenseless right now. So
You can have me miss. That'd be pretty funny. You go to decapitate him and you miss.
He
Sounds
does.
It's
only
like,
roll
no,
one
you hit him.
outside
No,
of
no.
combat.
You had to kill him.
Gamry does the dramatic. He raises his sword, and then the camera pans away, and he brings it down, but he doesn't bring it down on the man. He brings it down beside him. And
Oops.
I
That
did
was a
that
mistake.
on purpose. Next time I won't miss.
Well,
That was a warning. I'm still blind. I don't see what you just did.
I say we let him go. If he... It is very unlikely that he will make it out alive, and if he does, frankly, in my opinion, he almost deserves to live.
Sir Gamry actually intended to kill the man. It's a miracle that he somehow flinched and I missed. Sir Gamry says,
Sorry, go ahead, Russ.
I was gonna say, this must be fate that my blade has failed me. I would have killed you for your ignorance, but I am no coward. I do not fear that you will pursue me again. Now run! He kicks the man over and starts walking away.
the man sort of stumbles away. After a short time, it seems as if he regains his vision and begins taking a more direct path on the road.
This is going to bite us in the ass.
Yeah, I was just thinking, we have to go back through Flat Root Mill, don't we?
There's no way that he's gonna survive. Well, I mean, obviously he will because Ben's gonna be a dick.
Well, I wouldn't say that to the DM right now, but, you know,
I don't...
that's your life choice. The bridge
Can,
breaks as Leslie's walking
Yeah,
over it.
Leslie,
Oh,
you're trying to
yeah.
cross the bridge.
Shit, I forgot.
Matt, as Orville's walking away, Gorgon was looting the bodies. Does he see him walking away?
Yes.
Can Gorgon just put a knife in him?
Sure.
No,
Do
you
you
can.
want
Of
to wait?
course you can.
Do you want to wait until he's out of view of the party or anything?
Yeah,
or
might
do
as
you-
well. I did roll
I
a
haven't seen many.
26 on my stealth.
Yeah. So, if anyone wants to roll a perception, they can. Otherwise, Gorgon seems to be looting the corpses and kind of walks off to perhaps
Damn it.
relieve himself. As
I'm okay with him stealing some coppers from some commoners.
He's gonna get some rabbit fur.
Well, by the way, because they're peasants,
Gorgon
they're
also
going to give you
checks,
mummy rap.
what's his name? Or whoever he just stabbed. Does he have anything
Orville?
on him? Yeah.
he has a pendant made out of silver. He is the only one who really has anything worthwhile. The rest of them have a few coppers and, of course, their weapons. And there's like a set of hide armor, a little bit of provisions.
Gorgon takes the provisions, he takes the pendant and the coppers, but does not touch the hide armor.
Sorry,
Okay.
Benzel, real quick. What kind of horses are these?
They will be light horses, I believe. How
Sweet.
much are those? Are they? Is this going to be like crazy expensive?
$6,000.
Let's find out.
Because I'm just a little
Why
concerned.
why don't you go and I'll let you know what we're looking at.
Yeah, I'm just a little concerned that you guys might get kind of over. But I mean, that's the way it
They're
goes.
just peasant horses.
Yep.
I am going next, Benzel, and you know I'd bleed the party dry for money.
Well, it wasn't my intention to give you guys a lot, but you're all like,
Thanks, True.
Drew's all like, I am the loot master. So
Light horse is 75 GP.
that's not
So
horrendous.
yeah,
You have
keep in mind
five- you have
there's
500
seven of us.
spend.
Yeah.
You have
Well,
500
and
for PC to spend.